Hey guys, welcome back to another video lesson. Today, we are continuing talking about angles in, on, and around circles. So, let's start with a central angle. You guys already know what a central angle is from last lesson. It is an angle whose vertex is at the center, and it is formed by two radii in the circle, right? So that's what we got here in yellow. So angle ACB is the central angle, and that intercepts arc AB, and their angles, I'm sorry, not their angles, their measures are equal. Then we have an inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is formed by two chords, which you know are line segments with endpoints on the circle. All right, so if you look here, AD is a line segment with the endpoint on a circle. DB is a line segment with the endpoint on the circle. They don't go through the center. That gives you your inscribed angle, and the measure of that angle is half of the measure of the intercepted arc. All right, so super fun for us because now we can do some solving. All right, so this angle slash arcs, that little box, that is from your formula sheets, which you guys all have with you and you have been using. So let's start just by going through some practice problems. We are using these relationships here. So X right here is an inscribed angle, and the intercepted arc is 118. So there are two different ways that you can do this. You can either say, I'm just going to set it up by 2 times the inscribed angle is equal to the intercepted arc, which is 118. So then I divide both sides by 2, and I get X is equal to 59 degrees. All right, easy. All right, next, X now is the intercepted arc. So I'm going to follow the same thing. I'm going to say 2 times the inscribed angle. Well, my inscribed angle in this case is 41. 2 times 41 is equal to my intercepted arc. 2 times 41 happens to be 82. 82 degrees is equal to X. Oof, this one's a little bit trickier. Level up, problem 3. So I am given 2 central angles here, right? So I've got this 68 degrees and I've got this 40 degrees, which means that this full central angle right here would be equal to both of them, right? If I look at angle, this full central angle right here, what would that be? Well, that angle would be 68 plus 40, which would be 148. So if that central angle is 148 degrees, the central angle is equal to the intercepted arc. So right here is 148. Okay, so now I've got the intercepted arc. Now it just so happens that that intercepted arc, 148, is the same intercepted arc for this angle X that I am looking for. So I'm going to say 2 times the inscribed angle. My inscribed angle is X. 2X is equal to 148, which is the intercepted arc. So 148 divided by 2, because I divide both sides by 2. 148 divided by 2 is 74 degrees. Okay, next, I'm looking for the question mark. I know that BD is a diameter, that right here. Well, I know that a diameter cuts the circle in half. So if this is half the circle and a full circle is 360, half of that is 180. So this intercepted arc is 180 degrees, and then my inscribed angle is half of that. So I'm going to take 2 times my question mark is equal to 180. Divide both sides by 2. My question mark is equal to 90 degrees. That's just a little helpful hint that you can always remember. If you ever have a diameter that has the same endpoints as your inscribed angle, it will always be a right angle. Okay, a little fun fact there. All right, next. Now I have x. In this case, x is over here. Oops, it's not great. Kind of hard to draw on this screen. Oh well, got it. So x is over there. How can I do this? Well, I know that AB is a diameter. So I actually need to do some legwork here first before I can just jump into solving for x. I see that I have an inscribed angle, right? Angle ABD is an inscribed angle. So that means that 2 times the inscribed angle, which is 35, has to equal this right here, which I'm just going to call that y, just so we have a variable to name it. So 2 times 35 equals y. So my y value is equal to 2 times 5 is 70 degrees. All right. Well, if y is equal to 70, I'm going to erase the y up here. I'm just going to write in 70 degrees. And I know that I have a diameter, right? Well, then x plus 70 has to equal 180. X plus 70 equals 180, because as I said in problem 3, that diameter cuts a circle in half. Full circle is 360, so that portion of the circle is 180. So x plus 70 is 180. Subtract 70 from both sides. X is equal to 110. Whew. Next one. This is a little bit tricky. So we have x, we have y, we have z, and we have this 34. So I am going to start by just looking for x. X actually happens to be right there. It's an intercepted arc for this inscribed angle of 34. The inscribed angle is 34. So 2 times my angle, my inscribed angle, 2 times 34, is equal to x, which tells me I don't want to run out of space. So x is equal to 2 times 34 is 68 degrees. Okay, so if this is 68 degrees, and I know that AB is a diameter, 60, oh, it didn't change my color. So rude. Sorry. So I know that y, whatever y is, which is right over here, y plus 68 has to equal 180, because that x and y, that creates half the circle. It's formed by a diameter, which tells me that y is equal to 112. 112. That's mental math. But I just want to check it just to be sure, because I'm struggling here. Okay, good. Yes, beautiful. It is 112. I double checked it on my calculator because everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Next, I see Z. Z is an inscribed angle. And which arc does it intercept? Well, it intercepts arc this Y, which is 112 degrees, okay? So my intercepted arc is right here. That is 112. So 2 times Z, which is my inscribed angle, equals 112. 112 divided by 2 is 56. Oops, I forgot to write Z equals 56. Z is equal to 56. Lovely. All right. There it is. So there we go. Next, level up again. Problem number 6. Sorry if you heard that squeaking noise. So my inscribed angle is right here. X plus 23. That's my inscribed angle. So I'm always going to take 2 times my inscribed angle. My inscribed angle is x plus 23. And that has to equal my intercepted arc, which is right over here. So is equal to 6x minus 10. Now this is just algebra. I am just multiplying out, distributing in, subtracting, adding, yada, yada. So 2x plus 46, if I distribute in the 2, is equal to 6x minus 10. Next, 2 steps in 1, because you guys are in geometry. You're in high school. It's not the little leagues anymore. I'm going to add 10 to both sides, and I'm going to subtract 2x. So adding 10 would give me 56. Subtracting the 2x equals 4x. All right, 56 divided by 4x is equal to 14. All right, that is it. That is your lesson for today, all about inscribed angles and intercepted arcs and central angles. You guys are doing great. All right, keep up the good work. If you have any questions, as always, feel free to email me, and we'll see you soon. Bye, folks.